Hi everyone. Today I have a message for everyone, no matter where you are on your journey, and particularly for those who are twin flames. And if you are just awakening, then this will probably help you as well. So I just want to start off by throwing a word of caution to you guys because I'm starting to see a trend that is developing across YouTube in which more and more individuals are coming forth to talk about their twin flame experiences. And although this was bound to occur, quite simply because there are mass awakenings happening right now on the planet, there are those who want to make a profit and others who want to misguide you in order to prevent these twin flame unions from actually taking place and thus keep people in a state of negativity. The problem is that, as with everything in life, you're always going to have what is opposite to the truth, which is essentially false information. And the problem with that is that it can misguide a lot of awakening twins away from their counterpart and also create a sense of fear, which can potentially be detrimental for those experiencing this journey. You do not want to be living in fear or feed that type of energy because it will keep you in the lower vibrations instead of actually propelling you into the higher vibrations of love, which are so needed on this planet right now. So the other day I ran into a YouTuber whom I'm not going to name here because I don't like to point the fingers at anyone. But this individual was claiming to have been a twin flame at one point or another, but has since opened his eyes and said that those who believe in this whole twin flame idea are nothing but liars and that they will one day burn in hell for believing in this stuff. And that's why I think it's so important that we don't give in to negative opinions such as this one, because that's what this type of people want. They are working hard to stop these positive energies from coming into the planet. And it's a shame really to see people like this spreading so much hate online. Another example is that of the false twin flame label, which has been flying around there like some pesky fly, which in my opinion holds no truth whatsoever. If someone has come into your life and they've triggered something within you that is then accompanied by signs, synchronicities, psychic dreams, and a deep, profound urge to become more spiritual, then that in itself is by nature a very deep soul-to-soul connection that cannot be labeled as being false, because in truth there is nothing false about it. The problem lies in not being able to discern whether the experience is either karmic, soulmate, or twin flame related. So what ends up happening is that many of us end up falling in love with a soulmate or a karmic partner and think that this person is our twin flame. And then when the relationship withers away, we end up feeling disappointed, and we then blame the other person by calling them a false twin flame. In other situations, many will actually meet their genuine twin flame, but because the love isn't always reciprocated, they end up questioning the connection, and hence they label the experience as being a false twin flame yet again. Thus, these labels are a way of confusing people, and that can lead to a lot of misconceptions. So you see, my friends, it all comes down to polarity. For everything that exists has its opposite, and the opposite of love is hate, or what I refer to as the anti-love energies that have existed since probably the beginning of creation. And they've been very prominent in the third dimensional plane of existence, which is Earth. Thus, they will do whatever it takes to keep the power of love suppressed. And because of that interference, many of us are unable to let that love within us blossom into its full potential. Many times, we're not even given the opportunity to move into these higher vibrations of love, quite simply because our society keeps bombarding us with fear propaganda left and right, thereby again keeping us in the lower vibrations. So one very important thing I want to mention here is that our thoughts when backed by our emotions, have the power to manifest whatever we desire. So if you're constantly thinking that someone is not your twin flame or that they're a false twin flame, guess what? You're going to make that your reality. And sadly, you're probably going to push away your twin flame away from your life because of some false belief. Hence, many will fall prey to this type of false twin flame information. And because they might not know any better, they're probably going to end up believing it, giving it power, while at the same time wasting their energy. And that might possibly cost them their own union. So be very discerning and don't go around believing everything you hear, especially from those who have not yet awakened to this higher truth, because how can they advise you on any of this stuff if they themselves haven't experienced it? Remember that the twin flame connection is first and foremost a spiritual and energetic connection. It's not, and I repeat, it is not a physical attraction. Sure, you can be attracted to your twin flame's looks and personality, but as you move deeper into the connection, you'll end up seeing past that and start connecting with them on a much deeper level that goes beyond anything that is physical. And that's what ultimately differentiates the twin flame relationship from all other types of relationships. You will feel a deep spiritual bond at the heart level. It's like a feeling of coming home. And you'll feel at ease around that person even when there isn't a single word being spoken. Because in reality, there isn't much to say when you truly want to be around this other person who is the other half of your soul or is your perfect complement. It's just something you feel. And that's why you just have to let your heart guide you in the right direction, for the heart never lies. As for myself, I was in the presence of my twin flame for 2 years. And even though I felt a strange pull towards her, I didn't really think much of it. In fact, I didn't even know anything about twin flame terminology until the 3rd year, which was in 2016. That's when the synchronicity started becoming very prominent in my life. I mean, if you see my other video called My Twin Flame Journey, you'll hear how I was seeing the number 1111 quite a few times in my life, even prior to meeting my twin flame. So yeah, it wasn't probably somewhere around 2016 that I began to awaken more spiritually. And that's when all the signs started showing up in my life, along with my twin flame's name popping up everywhere and some true to life psychic dreams that I've never had experience with anyone before. And I've tried to forget her, believe me. I've even tried getting her out of my mind. But for some reason I can't. And when I do, the universe hits me with more signs. I mean, it's really hard for me at times because we don't really have that much contact, and I don't think she's even aware that I'm her twin. But that's okay. I've learned to surrender and just live in the moment. Just let the universe take care of whatever will be. What I do know though is that she has unconsciously helped me become a much better person. And for that, I will always be grateful to her regardless of what happens on this journey. So even though I never asked to meet my twin flame, I can only tell you this much. When and if you do meet them, they will change you in some way, and you will never be the same again. They will push you to do things that you never thought you could do, even without them realizing it. And this website, which I created to help others on their spiritual path, is but a testament to that. And that is the true power of the twin flame connection. It's unconditional love, Even though you may not see it expressed in the physical, the love between the two of you is always there. Remember that you're both energetically connected at the heart level, no matter where the two of you are in the world. It's an unbreakable bond. Your twin will come into your life to help you grow, and they will mirror back to you all the things you need to change within yourself in order to set yourself free from your own limitations, fears, and thus push you on a course towards unconditional love. In my opinion, the world has been living from a place of hate and fear for far too long, and change is long overdue. These negative energies have been in control for quite a very long time, and have quite literally been putting down the energies of love wherever and whenever they surface. But that love has never died. It's been there waiting patiently like a sleeping giant. And it's just a matter of time before this giant awakens and shakes the very fabric of our entire existence. So in the end, love has already won. They just don't know it yet. And if you are an awakened twin flame and you are listening to this, all I can say is this: stand strong in your power and change the world. Don't let anyone misguide you and tell you that you're crazy, because you're not. You're just awake, and everyone else is just catching up. So it's your job to pave the way for a better tomorrow, not only for you and your twin flame, but for every other soul on this planet as well. I think in the end, we all have a twin flame. It's just that those who are sleeping don't know it yet, and others just don't want to experience that type of connection in this lifetime. But I can certainly attest to this whole experience, because I was once like everyone else. I was a slave to the system, and I didn't know that I was a twin flame until I woke up. So I just want everyone to know that you do have the power to move into these higher vibrations of love. You just have to make the conscious choice to do so by not giving into fear and staying away from hateful behavior, because these are the things that keep us from moving up higher. So with that being said, I just want to wish everyone on this planet much love, and I do hope that many of you are able to reunite with your twins in the physical, especially with these new energies that are coming in on August, with all these full moons and the Lionsgate portal that is opening up. These cosmic events actually play a big role in waking up a lot of individuals, and they allow us to tap into the energies of these higher dimensions such as 4D and 5D. But you have to stay in the positive, loving vibration here in 3D in order for those changes to occur. So again, best of luck to everyone out there, and remember to take back your power. Namaste.